And today, it's the biggest thing. At least, the way I see it. Everything is online. Everything is transferring to mobile. And here you come with all the knowledge.
Well, to be honest, it was a bit lucky in the sense of I was always curious. I studied marketing, by the way, so I was always curious about generally marketing in that field. And after university, I started like at the bottom ranks of this company. We worked together at a call center job when we were basically to pay our studies.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I graduated, I was looking for like, okay, I want a quote unquote real job now, right? So something in my field. So I took a pay cut to go work as a coordinator in this small engineering company. And they're like, all this new like digital stuff. They're like, hey, why don't you, you're young, you know how to use a computer. Why don't you figure it out? So I just started learning by doing. And then from there, moved to another company, like an agency that was doing just that, because it was the part that I found to be the most interesting. Because back in the early 2000s, like 2003, 2004, all the stuff was so brand new. So it was such a burgeoning field that no one knew what was going on. So you quickly felt a sense of competence. It's like, okay, I feel like I'm good here because no one else knows what's going on. To your point, it was so new at the time. And it was also evolving so rapidly that you also had to kind of like stay involved in it, you know? So it was a really exciting time where like you're figuring out as things go, like, companies like Facebook didn't exist yet, YouTube didn't exist yet. So there's all these things.
So you were in it while it was actually happening and you were learning as you go kind of thing.
Exactly, yeah.
But it has evolved so quickly, like in the last, let's say 10 years, it has changed like leaps and bounds from what it used to be. I mean, what does that mean? Because you work a lot with companies now, and I want to talk. We're going to talk a little bit later about what you do now with your company. But it's a huge challenge now for companies that are involved in this space where things consistently change. There's this exponential evolution. So, like, where do companies stand? I mean, like 10 years ago versus today. I mean, how do companies have to deal with these new changes and this new challenge?
Well, when I started out, it was a thing on the side, like people were like, oh, okay, the internet thing's kind of happening and then maybe we should invest a bit in figuring it out. But now it's become a, how do you say the word in English, but incontournable, in the sense of like, you can't not have a digital quote unquote strategy.
It's indispensable.
Exactly, indispensable. So you need to understand these things at a deeper level than, hey, I need to build a website or social media. Now it's having an impact on how you think about strategy for your company, how you think about financing, how you think about marketing, hiring. It's really become the thing across really the entire spectrum of all your operations and across all companies, really. Even if you're like in fossil fuels and energies, like these things are starting to impact even very traditional industries. So it has become interesting to see it evolve, because it's like we're shifting from an old economy to a new type of economy. One that's not based on material goods, but one that's based on information and all.